audience. Hope you would be fine. In this short video, we would be talking about the symbols in that the Scarlet Letter, the play novel by Nantil Hathroon. Basically, symbols are the objects, characters, figures, and the colors which are used to represent some abstract ideas or the concepts. Means in through the symbols, writer basically convey the message. It's more some sort of a literary devices and the assistant creating the meaning. So symbols are very helpful. Symbols are not directly linked with that of the our words, but with the themes, but they convey meanings, the particular meanings in a very targeted manner. So in the scarlet letter, which was A, it was written in the golden color. So it has been used as the symbols as Hester Prynne, she was supposed to wear that A, the letter of adultery, which was named as a scarlet letter in her around her neck. So here the word scarlet letter means A has been used as a symbol. So scarlet letter is meant to be the symbol of the shame, but instead it becomes a very powerful symbol of the identity to Hester as well. Even in the play, in the novel, we see that sometimes when she that scarlet letter falls down from her around her neck, she does not feel good. Even means even everyone, even her lover, Damsdale also persuade her that she should not wear this scarlet letter around her neck, but she feels unable as she can never come out of that. Her conscience are that sense of adultery. Therefore, she always keeps it around her neck. The scarlet means the meaning of the scarlet keeps this letter keeps on shifting as the time passes. Originally, in the very start of the novel, it is considered as the symbol of adultery, as A means eventually, later on, it eventually becomes as the A stands for able or capable. So, uh, from the feminist perspective, we can say that a woman is supposed to be the victim of adultery, but now this word, uh, the symbol A, adultery shifts her Hester Prime to a very brave or the new woman. Finally, that word A becomes indeterminate, and as the Native Americans who comes to watch the election day, uh, so they considers that Hester Prynne has proved herself as a very strong woman. So at the same time, this letter functioned as a physical reminder of Hester's affair with the Damsdale, but later on, and it is compared with the uh, uh, on the account of that Damsdale, it also becomes the symbol of identity and shames. Though he keeps on in secret, means it was written on his chest, and he does not show it to the public. But by the end, A was written on in his chest, and it is revealed to everyone. So that child. Pearl, she also forced her mother to keep on wearing this letter, though she was not knowing the meaning of adultery and the what does it mean. But whenever she sees her mother without that letter, she feels very disturbed. So here it is has been compared that human child with that of the letter, means pearl was pearl was a parallel symbol of this adultery. And when we call that symbol as a question of identity to Hester Prynne, so she always try to stick on her identity. She herself does not remain want to remove that letter as well. So A means the scarlet letter proves as a symbol of identity, as a symbol of adultery, as a symbol of. And now, on another point, the common public, forces Hester Prynne to keep on wearing that letter A. So, the letter A to the common public means the scarlet letter to the common public is basically the badge of that adultery, and for herself, at the initial stage of the novel, it is the badge for her adultery. But later on, she uses this scarlet letter as a symbol or as a token of resistance to the community and to the every public. Yeah, and the stereotype customs are the stereotypical thinking of that society as well. The other metaphor, a symbol which has been used in this novel, that is of the meteor. It happens so that when they plan to go out of Europe, uh, and then meanwhile they were standing on that scaffold. Damsdale, Hester, and Pearl in the chapter 12, they were standing on that scaffold, and suddenly in the night on the sky there appears a meteor, and it also signifies or uh, convey a message that adultery, the letter of adultery A, it is not supposed to be weird out only by Hester Prynne, but that Dunsdale also should have to wear it around his neck, as a meteor shapes the form of A on the sky. So that conveys a message that uh, that is interpreted by differently some of the rest of the community, which thinks that A stands for angels, and marks the governor Withrop, who was the basically presiding over their entry into the heaven. But angel is an awkward reading symbols. So the Puritans commonly looked for the symbols to confirm the divine sentiments in their narratives. However, symbols are taken to mean what the beholder wants them to mean. The incident with the meteor obviously highlights that exemplifies two different uses of the symbols for the Puritan and the literary. For the Puritans community, it stands for the angels. As you know, that Damsdale was a Puritan father, so they consider, the rest of the public considers that this A appears make this Damsdale as the angel, while in real sense, A on the in the form of meteors conveys a meaning that, oh, Mr. Angel, you seems to be an angel to the common public, but actually you are an adulterer. So the words A or the meteor conveys two different meanings, one to the common public and other to the that dance tale. So I should have to intervene a short story as well with you. There was a badge, yeah, smudge on a man on the shoulder, and he was just moving from the market as well. Uh, Suddenly, a butterfly came and sat on the same point. So the people were seeing that butterfly, and that man who was with a smudge or the badge of some sort of waste, he was considering in his mind that the people are looking at my waste as much, and while actually the people were looking at the butterfly. So here, the symbol of meteor considered different meanings to the Puritan society of that time and to the Dansdale as well. The third symbol, which has been consistently used in that novel, The Scarlet Letter, that is of the Pearl. Although Pearl is a complex character, her primary function within the novel as a symbol, Pearl is a sort of the living version of her mother's Scarlet Letter. means where mother was holding the scarlet letter around her neck, and she was just an evident living example or living some sort of manifestation phenomena of her that adultery. Even if he but the word a adultery around her mother and pearl, they are very much interlinked with one another. They just basically supports the existence of one another. The symbol of adultery uh, is very much linked with the life and existence of pearl. So she is the physical consequence of the sexual sin and the indicator of the transgression. Means she has transgressed, sorry, her mother has transgressed the social norms. Yet, even as a reminder of the Hester Prynne's sins, Pearl is more than a punishment to her mother. She is also as blessings as well. She provides a company to that lonely woman, means her mother. Uh, as Damstil was a father, he has developed an illegal, illicit relationship with the Hester Prynne, but publicly he was unable to live with that of the Hester Prynne. So it was the Pearl who always remains with her mother as a source of blessing, as a source of solacing, as a source of comfort, as a source of company. So she does not she represents not only the sin but also the vital spirit and the passion that endangered that sin. Thus, Pearl's existence gives her mothers a reason to live, bolstering her spirits when she is tempted to give up. At many times, she tries to commit suicide. Even every character of this novel somehow more or less try to commit suicide, but it is the Pearl who always supports their existence. It is the Pearl who always makes them to live, not to give up their life. So it is only after the dam's tale is revealed to be the Pearl's father that Pearl can become fully human. Until that, she functions as a symbolic capacity, as a reminder of an unsolved mystery, that from where she has bought the means only that uh, they were knowing Pearl as an illicit child, but they were not knowing that who is the original father of that Pearl. So all these are the major symbols which have been used significantly and repeatedly. Means the whole novel keeps on moving around these symbols: scarlet letter, dark meteor, and the pearl, which gives conveys the meaning. Symbols, once again, I assure you that symbols are the words, are the characters which are used to convey some abstract meaning. Uh, for example, here the symbol A, scarlet, represents the adultery, the concept of shame, the concept of the perk of conscience, which cannot be visible without the symbols. So these symbols have very inherent and significance in this play. With this, goodbye.